Hi marshmallows, welcome back to another video. I don't know if I'm gonna post this on YouTube or Patreon because girl, I look crazy and I haven't came up on here looking like I just woke up in a hot minute because I don't know, lately I've been wanting to like get dressed up for the camera, but today we're doing a celebrity, well, technically this is like an influencer reading. We're doing the Kalogera sisters. Okay, for those of you who have been asking, we're doing the Kalogera sisters because I'm feeling messy today. I'm feeling messy boots. So yeah, if you guys don't know who the Kalogera sisters, these were a bunch of sisters. It's three sisters. No, they're not triplets. They were born different times, whatever. Three sisters. Sunday's the oldest. Demetria is the second oldest, and Ellie, I think, is the youngest. And she also has a boyfriend named what's his name? Noah, and it has recently been speculated that they are, what do you call it, Palestine supporters or something like that? The ones with Palestine and Iran or whatever, they're like the bad end supporters. People are also speculating that they are Trump supporters, and people have also been speculating that Demetra kind of has a little crush on Noah. Now, if y'all don't know, Noah is seen hanging out with the Kalogera sisters as a whole, the three sisters. He's always like the cameraman, he's always hanging around. And it's mostly because he is dating the youngest Kalogera sister, Ellie. I don't know why I keep wanting to say Eli. It's because I know somebody named Eli. Anyways, Ellie, right? And so people have been speculating on camera that it kind of feels like Demetra be flirting with Noah on the low. So we finna see what's going on with that. Before we do that, hi, my name is Soraya. I am a psychic tarot reader. If you want your own personal reading, click the link down in the description below. I just came out with a new tarot reading where I can read on animals or your pets. So go check that out. I also have a Patreon. I just posted a video on Blueface being in jail and how he's doing in there. So go check that out. I also posted one on Cardi B. So yeah, go click the link. They're only like $5, y'all. I'm not upcharging on there. Also, I have a Discord. Yeah. You could talk to me one on one or in a group setting. Without further ado, let's get into the mess. So, spirit guide, ancestors, guardian angels, spirit team as a whole, please protect me. Protect me and allow me to see these messages on the Kalogera sister spirit. Sunday, Kalogera, Demetra, Kalogera, and Ellie, Kalogera, and Noah. Please allow me to read on the Kalogera sister spirit. So first question we're gonna start with: are they Trump supporters? Are the Kalogera sisters Trump supporters? I feel like they are around a lot of Trump supporters. Ooh, the Four of Pentacles. They could have a belief where they feel like they want to maintain their richness. So I feel like they have beliefs that are aligned with Trump supporters. The Kalogera sisters spirit. I feel like they're not really that political. Six of Swords. Are they Trump supporters? I just feel like they don't really care for politics. It just kind of feels like they're kind of young and naive and dumb. The Empress is here. I feel like they have a family member that is a Trump supporter. I feel like they have a family member that is a Trump supporter, but then themselves, I feel like they don't really get too involved with politics. They kind of just like to stay out the way and have fun. So it just kind of feels like they're not really too involved in politics. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, you know what I mean? They're kind of living in bliss. You know, when they say ignorance is bliss, like they have enough money to the point where they don't have to care. Like their life is comfortable. So they don't really have to care too much about politics. All right. So we have the Empress card is here and the Six of Swords. Are they Trump supporters? No, not directly. I feel like they do have some beliefs that could align with that party, but I don't believe themselves are Trump supporters. The Empress card is here. We are talking about three feminine energies, but I don't know. I feel like there's somebody around them that's probably a Trump supporter. Let me see. One last time, Spirit. Are the Kalogera sisters Trump supporters? Are they right wing? Okay. Are they the red party? Let's see. Are they Trump supporters? I just keep hearing no, like not really no. Uh Give me like a couple more cards, Spirit. Give me a couple more cards. Four of Swords, they don't care about politics, y'all. This is like my out of sight, out of mind. Like that's just none of their concern. I'm hearing that has like nothing to really do with us. Let's see here. Are they Trump supporters? They also kind of like to stay out the mix because it makes their brand more palatable. The Six of Swords, yeah, they just are around people that are Trump supporters. I feel like, you know, they could be, who knows, maybe their employer if they have one. Whoever's cutting them a check or whatever, those people could be Trump supporters, but them directly are not Trump supporters. I just feel like they're affiliated with some. Yeah, Ten of Cups is here in reverse. No, they're not. They're not, y'all. So don't be so quick to jump down people's throat. Now, honestly, it's not their fault. They're surrounded by a lot of Trump supporters. I mean, when you're rich and you're a part of the rich party, whatever the case may be, you're around a lot of rich people. It's natural, like you're gonna be around those kind of people because a lot of Trump supporters believe in the rich being richer. You know, they don't really believe in equal equality. So there's that. Knight of Cups, King of Cups is also here as well. Yeah, no, somebody's around them. That is a Trump supporter. I feel like people are getting confused. All right. So let's move on to the next question. All right. Demetra and Noah, like, what is going on? Because they recently released a vlog of them being in the woods. And I'm not gonna lie, Demetra, she's like a little bit too comfortable with Noah. Like, she be cracking jokes with him. Ta-ra. Okay. So let's see, y'all. Let's see, y'all. Does Demetra have feelings for Noah? Demetra. Does she have feelings for Noah? Let me tap in. Before we jump to conclusions, let's pull another card. Spirit. Does Demetra have feelings for Noah? Does she have feelings for Noah? Does Demetra have feelings for Noah? Oh my gosh. Okay, I have to show you guys. I have to show you guys. So we got the Seven of Swords. Automatically, this is letting me know this is a mental thing. Like, this is when it comes to your mindset. This is like being sneaky. Okay, swiper, no swiping, taking what's not yours, as you can see. Then we have the King of Cups. Then we have the Ace of Cups. I feel like she has a small crush on him. I do feel like she's genuinely like fond of him. Like if he's been around for a while, if he's been hanging around the family for a while, then yes, she like naturally has a sense of fondness toward him. Like I do feel like they're pretty close, not even just in the romantic sense, but I feel like he's just been overall close with the family as a whole, like a family friend. But the Knight of Cups here is making me feel like there's something there. Especially with the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords really ties it all in for me because it's like if it was regular feelings, this card would not be here. This card is here because it's feelings you're not really supposed to have. So yeah, then we have the Knight of Cups, and what's on bottom? The bottom, the Knight of Swords. Yeah, she has a crush. Do I feel like she's in love with him, or she likes him, or she wants to take, you know, Ellie's man? No. The Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is here, girl. This ties it all in. Yes. Hold on, y'all. This is too much. Okay, you guys, I had to take a step back, girl, because this is the real reason why I did the reading, okay, girl? Because I needed to see, because on camera they seemed pretty flirty, and when I say they, I mean it's really like Demetra that like initiates a lot of the flirting. Like she's very Demetra's character, she's very out there, she's very extroverted, she's very loud and boisterous. And so I was like, it seems like there's something there, and the cards do not lie. The cards, my intuition is not lying. Ace of Cups, King of Cups, she definitely, again, it feels like a crush. I don't know about necessarily, oh, I want to take your man, I want to date him. Like, as far as dating goes, no. But you know when you look at somebody and it's like you kind of daydream about them, it's like, I wonder what it was like. I wonder what it would be like if we would date, right? I wonder if you know what I mean? Like she has a crush on him. And then the Ace of Wands really just ties it all in together. This is passion. Okay, this is very fiery, but it's also very impulsive. So I feel like this is still kind of fresh. It's kind of new. The Queen of Cups is here. She's trying to contain her emotions. So I feel like she's kind of battling her own mind. She's like, I know I shouldn't be attracted to him, but I am. I don't think she's revealed this to anybody. I think this is still a secret she keeps to herself because she knows she would be dead ass wrong if she went and um started talking to Noah for real. Like, you know what I mean? That would be dead ass wrong. Like you stole your sister's man. Um, I also wondered, like, why don't the other sisters have any boyfriends? Like, why is Noah the only boy around? Like, y'all don't want to date or whatever. Anyways, the Seven of Swords just like really like secures like these are feelings you shouldn't be having. That's why you're keeping it secret, right? But this also lets me know again, her behavior slipped out every once in a while. Like you can't, there's only so much you can contain your real feelings and emotions, right? Once in every a while, the feelings do slip out. Okay. And if Ellie is smart, she catches on. We're gonna shuffle more cards on that. All right. The Knight of Cups is here again. This is her being very cautious with her emotions. This is her still trying to navigate her emotions. I feel like this kind of happened out of nowhere. I don't feel like she purposefully caught feelings for Eli. It just kind of feels like because he's always around, and again, Demetra is a very loud, boisterous character. It feels like she naturally gravitated towards him. And then the Knight of Wands again ties this all in together. Like, yeah, this is like a crush. Again, I don't know about a genuine I want to be with you kind of vibe, but this feels like a crush, okay? Again, it feels very small. It doesn't feel like anybody knows about this. This is something she obviously keeps to herself, and she probably should, okay? It's for the best. I feel like Demetra, she knows better than to act on these feelings. I also feel like she feels kind of guilty. I feel like again she's battling out in her head like, oh damn, I like him, I think he's cute, but does that make me a piece of shit? Like, does that make me a fake bitch? Like, I like my sister's man, there must be something wrong with me. And then the Ten of Cups really ties this all in together because these feelings cause disruption in the family dynamic that her and her sisters have. All right, now let's continue on. I want to know, Spirit, does Noah know about this? Does he know that Demetra has a crush on him? I feel like he peeps it. I feel like he peeps how Demetra can be a little bit too friendly. Like, again, she's overly going in the sense that she's a little bit too friendly when it comes to him. Five of Cups is here in reverse. Does Noah peep that Demetra has feelings for him? Does he know that, or does he have an inkling? I feel like he peeps it a little bit. Like he feels like she can be a little bit too friendly. Four of Pentacles is here. Oops, excuse me. Excuse me, excuse me. And last card, Ace of Wands. He's not an idiot. No. King of Cups, Page of Pentacles. He's just focused on the money. I think he's focused on the bread. I feel like Eli acknowledges that with the Kalogera sisters, he can profit off the brand. He can make a lot of money hanging around them. I feel like he peeps it with the Ace of Wands. He definitely peeps it. The Ace of Wands, I'm almost kind of concerned that this feeling could be mutual. Maybe he kind of has a slight little crush on Demetra too. I mean, shit, she kind of looks just like her sister. Like, no shade, they look like triplets. So I don't know, but yeah, the Five of Cups is here in reverse, and the Four of Pentacles. I think he peeps it, but he's not gonna pay it any mind. I don't think he would ever act on that or ever like accept her advances. We're gonna see. I'm gonna ask specifically is if he also has a crush on Demetra, but it feels like he peeps it, but he's not entertaining it because he's not, what I mean, he's not willing to waste that relationship, but more importantly, he's not willing to risk that bread. Okay. Whew. But yeah, you guys. Overall, I just feel like Eli is focused on his relationship. Like, yeah, I feel like again, he's like he peeps it. He peeps it, but he's not going to ever address it. He's not gonna pull it out. Like it almost kind of feels like one-sided. Like it's really just Demetra that's like kind of overly going, and Eli, like, he peeps it, but he's not entertaining it. You know what I mean? It's like, nah, I'm cool with what I got. Like he's just it just seems like he's very comfortable with the relationship he has right here. I almost see it as like he's not willing to risk his connection with Ellie to please Demetra. So if anybody's like, "Oh my gosh, Noah finna cheat on Ellie," whatever the case may be, no. I feel like he's very like I feel like they've built a solid foundation in their connection, and he's not willing to risk that for Demetra. It again, it kind of feels one-sided, like she's overly going. So let's see here. Well, I guess I kind of answered this question, but does Noah have a crush on Demetra? Does he also have a crush on Demetra? Ooh, child. These cards are popping out. Spirit, does Noah also have a crush on Demetra? I'm getting confused with all these names. Three of Pentacles, no, they're business partners. I feel like again, he's very focused. He's very like money oriented, but it doesn't seem like money hungry. It just seems like he considers her an acquaintance, a friend. Literally, imagine these are like the sisters and him. Like he considers her a friend. No. Does he have a crush on Demetra? Again, this doesn't go to say like he's not stupid. He knows what the fuck is going on. He sees how Demetra is overly going. Yeah, no, no. Eli is smart. I mean, not Eli. Noah is smart. No, yeah, he doesn't have a crush on her. No, it's not mutual. Eight of Cups is literally here. No, I feel like he's peeped it and he's like, nah, like his way of like rejecting Demetra is acknowledging those feelings and choosing to separate himself. Like he's literally disconnected himself from the idea. Like he's just not into that. Like no. He's comfortable with where he's at. Yup, Three of Wands, Eight of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. No. He's happy with his relationship right now. He's trying to keep what he got. Mm-mm. The Magician card is here now. I also just feel like there's something about Demetra's personality. I feel like he can get a little bit annoyed by her sometimes. Like again, she's very loud and kind of outgoing and a little bit obnoxious, and I feel like that kind of annoys him sometimes. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Now let's talk about Ellie. Ellie, who is Noah's girlfriend, right? The youngest sister. Does Ellie peep that Demetra likes him? Does she know? I feel like she's a little bit aware. Have they talked about it in private? Like, have her and Noah talked about this in private? I feel like they could have or they might. Have they? Hold on. Does Ellie know that her sister kind of likes her man? Does Ellie know that Demetra has a crush on Noah? Does Ellie know that Demetra has a crush on Noah's spirit? Does she know about that? I feel like she's not stupid. Like, you know your sister. Whoop, Ten of Cups in reverse again. Okay. This might cause a rift in their dynamic. I mean, obviously it will. Like, if I find out my sister like my man, bitch, we gonna have to. Okay. Does does Ellie know Demetra kind of has a crush on Noah? Does she know about this spirit? Two of Cups. Ooh. Okay. I feel like her and Noah have already talked about this before. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Page of Pentacles on top. Knight of Cups. Ellie's not an idiot either. For anybody thinking Ellie's naive, like she's around her sisters all the time. I feel like she doesn't like how much. Okay, because the Five of Pentacles is here. Yeah, this is disrupting their dynamic with the the Ten of Cups in reverse. Like, she's not an idiot. She peeps what's going on, and I feel like her and Noah have already talked about it. I feel like Eli and Noah have a very solid relationship. Like they're locked in. They're locked in, y'all. They're not going anywhere. I feel like she could have talked to him about it. Like, hey, do you feel like sometimes my sister is a little bit too touchy with you, or do you feel like she kind of does too much? And I feel like Noah brushes it off, like, you know, that's just how your sister is. Like, I don't really know what's up with her. But yeah, like I feel like Ellie knows. And she could have had a conversation, not only with him, but because I feel like Ellie is not a punk. Like, I feel like she's very confrontational. And if she feels as though she needs to address something, she will address it, right? And so I feel like she probably could have told Demetra, like, hey, I feel like you're a little bit too close with my man. Or she will eventually tell Demetra, like, hey, I'm gonna need you to back up. Like, you kind of get a little bit too touchy with him, and I'm not feeling that. Yeah, I feel like she's gonna want to set her ground or set boundaries. Like, I understand you're my sister-in-law and I love you, but at the end of the day, like you can't be all giggly giggly, ha ha hee hee, like get your own, this is my man. Like, and she does cross those boundaries, like not even on some pick me shit. Demetra does actually cross boundaries. Like, I personally wouldn't have my sister around my man, like if she was acting like that. King of Cups is here. Yeah, she knows. She's not an idiot. I feel like she senses the vibe. I'm not necessarily sure if this is something she has addressed yet. But again, I also feel like she feels very comfortable in her connection as well. So she knows Noah's not really going anywhere. But I feel like she also just doesn't like the fact that she doesn't like the fact that Demetrius doing this, period. Like, even if you know your man's not going anywhere, wow, like who the fuck would want their sister talking to their man? Like, let's be for real. So yeah, let's see. I want to ask another question. One more messy question. This Sunday's the oldest. Obviously, she's not into Eli or none of that. But does Sunday peep the dynamic? Does she peep how Demetra gets a little touchy with Noah? Does she peep it? I feel like Sunday's very observative. Like, she's quiet, but she'll observe. Like, she's quiet. She's a quiet observer. Does she see how Demetra acts around Noah and how it's a bit flirty? Does she peep, Spirit? Let's see. Six of Pentacles. Does Sunday see the weird shit? Does she see? Oh my gosh. The High Priestess is here. Okay, okay. Queen of Cups, Eight of Swords. She doesn't know what to do regarding the situation. I feel like Sunday likes to avoid conflict. Like she's the type where she doesn't want to address things head on. She'd rather like keep the peace. But the High Priestess is here. This is an inner sense of knowing, right? Intuition. I feel like she kind of peeps it sometimes because again, they've all been around Noah for a very long time. Again, I think Noah is a childhood friend, but Demetra's like the only one who's like overly going. You know, the Fool card is here and the Nine of Wands is here in reverse. The Fool card makes me feel like she's a bit oblivious. Like she's a little bit oblivious. I feel like she senses it, but it's not enough to really call it out and categorize it as like, oh my gosh, you know, but it's like, that was a bit strange. Anyways, you know, I don't know. That's how I feel like Sunday is. I feel like Sunday genuinely doesn't want to like have any conflict within the family. So even if she did peep it, I just feel like she wouldn't really call it out, you know? Again, this isn't because she's fake or she agrees with what Demetra's doing. I just feel like she's a little bit of a people pleaser and she doesn't want to disrupt anybody. But yeah, you guys, that is my reading on the Kalogera sisters. I'm gonna ask to see if their mom is like a Trump supporter real quick before we go because people have been speculating that as well. I know I kind of got carried away with the Demetra and Noah situation, but more of the motherfucking story. Does Demetra have a crush on Noah? Yes. Okay, she does, but again, this is like a inner battle. Like it's not something that is like, oh my gosh, I'm in love with Noah or I want to date him, but it gives me like a daydream, like a what if we were together, right? He looks a little bit cute. Like, you know what I mean? Thoughts you keep to yourself. And I feel like she's still internally battling this out within her head. Like, she's battling her own feelings because she knows morally it is wrong to sleep with your sister. And so I feel like she feels a little bit guilty as well. Does Noah know? Yes, he knows, but he is comfortable and he is completely settled on Ellie, and I feel like he's not willing to risk his connection with Demetra with Ellie for Demetra. I also feel like Demetra kind of annoys him a little bit when she's a little bit too like touchy or whatever. Yeah, I don't feel like Demetra's his type. Like I'm just feeling like he's not attracted to her personality wise. I feel like her personality is a bit too much for him sometimes. Does Ellie, the girlfriend, does she actually peep what's going on? Yes, she does. I feel like she peeps what's going on. And again, this makes me feel like she will address it if she has to. For now, it's just kind of like, I know Noah's not going anywhere. Like we've been settled with each other for a while. But if it starts to get kind of, because I feel like Demetra tends to get too comfortable, if it starts to get there, I feel like Sunday will address it. Okay, let's see. Actually, you guys, I feel like the media, and I'm making this prediction, I feel like the media, I don't know if they'll ever talk about this publicly because it feels like they really don't want to do anything that could potentially cause like permanent damage to their brand. But it feels like Ellie, like, I don't know, the moon card came out underneath and the Six of Cups came out. I feel like Sunday and Ellie are kind of just like, oh, well, this is just Demetra. Like, Demetra's always like this because remember, like I said, she naturally has an obnoxious personality. So it doesn't come off too weird when she's like obnoxious around Noah because that's just how she is, period. But I feel like Ellie peeps the weird shit. Like she peeps it, and I don't know if it's clicking for her yet. Like I don't know if she's clicking, but I feel like she kind of gaslights herself a little bit. I feel like she's kind of like, like I don't know. Is it just me? Maybe I'm just being jealous. I feel like she really is jealous whenever Demetria does like unnecessary things around Noah, like touches him for no reason or is overly friendly with him. And so she's like unsure. She's kind of gaslighting herself. Like, am I really like just jealous or is this real, you know? And I feel like when it clicks, ooh baby, you're gonna see a shift in their dynamic. Okay, you're gonna be able to visibly tell when it clicks for her because I feel like the social media is gonna validate her. I feel like she definitely pays attention to what people say online, and I feel like the fans being like, yo, Ellie, you better watch your back because Demetra's flirting with your man. I feel like it's going to validate for her. Like, it's going to help her piece things together. Like, wait, so when Demetra did this, it wasn't her just being friendly because everybody else is peeping it too. Woman's intuition never lies. That's all I got to say. It's going to affect their group dynamic. Again, their brand is at risk when it comes to all this. And I don't know if they're willing to risk their brand. But I feel like once Ellie fully realizes this, she's going to want to take a break from Demetra. Like, I'm feeling like she's going to literally want to separate herself from Demetra because it's like, you you know this boy has been my man for a while. Like they're high school sweethearts. They've been together for a while. And it's like for you to be having a crush on him like that, like wow. But yeah, one last one, Spirit. Is their mom a Trump supporter? Is the Kalogera sister's mother a Trump supporter? Want it all. Four of Pentacles. The Empress card came out. Oh my God. And what's left? Want it all. Let me reshuffle. All right. Is the Kalogera sister's mother a Trump supporter? Wheel of Fortune. She could be. I wouldn't put it past her. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I would not put it past her being a Trump supporter. But yeah, you guys. I just feel like their mother has conservative values, especially the Empress card coming out here. This obviously talks about her mother. The King of Pentacles talks about, the man traditionally being the breadwinner, the moneymaker, also their father being a stabilizing force. Damn, the King of Swords just came out. Yeah, yeah. And then we have the Four of Pentacles. I feel like their mother does have right wing values of course. And yeah, I feel like the mother is very hell bent. Excuse me. The mother is very hell bent on keeping their finances. Like again, it's like the rich wants to keep the rich money. Like she doesn't want their money to go anywhere, so she's very very how can I say this, strict when it comes to making sure that their money is being maintained, right? They're very rich. Like the Collier sisters, look at their house. Look at their house. Like they've grown up in that humongous house. Each girl has their own mini apartment in the house. So yeah, these girls are living lavish. It's crazy how some of us are blessed with that life. But anyways, um, yeah, they're rich and wealthy. What do you expect? Of course they're conservative. But yeah, I don't feel like they're hardcore right wing, but definitely their mother has conservative values. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video overall. This was a very juicy video, child. I would post it on Patreon, but I'm not gonna greed y'all like that. The next video is gonna be on Patreon, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see y'all later. Bye. Y'all better blow this shit up. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Comment down below. What do you think about this? Did you suspect that Demetra had a crush on Noah? How do you feel like Ellie's gonna go about this? I'm pretty sure we're gonna see a shift in their dynamics, even though they may not talk about it publicly or blatantly. You're going to see. I feel like Ellie cannot hide her emotions, and she will definitely want to like address her sister because it's like I see Ellie being like, "What the fuck, Demetra? Like, are you serious right now?" Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, let me know your thoughts, questions, concerns, and opinions. And yeah, girl, Ellie, if I were you, I'd beat my sister's ass. Womp womp. Okay, bye, y'all.